Buongiorno, Andrea. Welcome Lacuna Coil. Welcome to Metal TV and metal.com. How are you?
Thank you very much, and I'm great. I'm great. I'm
Uh,
promoting the new record. I'm very excited. A lot of shows coming up, a lot of things. So it's
yeah,
a very full moment. A lot of things
yeah.
happening.
Very busy man, you and Cristina and all the bands these last days. But you have already the reaction, especially of the press, but of fans on internet. I am fan too, but on internet since a few months because a lot of singles are released. Uh, Gravity, Oxygen, into the meanwhile, a lot of things. So, what's your feeling? You are excited, of course, but what's your feeling of the first reaction, press and fan crowd?
So far, pretty good. I mean, not only, yeah, as you say, the reaction to the singles, but also the reviews I've seen so far from magazines and websites. They're all been very positive and excited. So it seems the record people is liking the record. I
Yeah,
think it's a record with a certain variety of songs. So there's a little bit for every Lacuna Coil fan. There's a little bit from every era of Lacuna Coil.
yeah,
And yeah, we really can't wait to go out there and play for the
yeah,
fans.
and to play live. Yeah, yeah, because
Yeah,
there was a pandemic, and in the meantime, you release Comalies. It will be my first question, more as fun. My second question. You re-recorded Comalies cross or 20 for the 20 years
yeah.
of the album. I don't know, but I have a question, stupid question, but why? Why? And who decided that? The label, Central Media, or you, boss, Marco, who composed all you? Because for me, this one, look, you dedicated it a long time ago. I have the limited edition, you and Cristina, but it was a masterpiece for me. Don't
Yeah, yeah,
touch
yeah.
like the Black Album or don't touch it with produced by Waldemar Sorychta. So why? Excuse me.
Yeah, no, it was our decision, not Century Media, because we knew that the anniversary was
Yeah,
coming up, 20th anniversary, and we didn't want to do a remaster of the record because when you remaster the record, it's
yeah,
only make the volume louder. That's all it does.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
So we wanted to offer something more interesting, something more experimental, and we have decided to tribute the original by kind of rearrange a little bit the songs, remake the songs with the current lineup and a sound that
yeah,
more
yeah.
similar to what we do now. Obviously, we didn't want to cancel the original one. We in the physical format, you'll have both version of the record, the original
Okay.
one and the new version. So
Yeah,
it's a
okay,
tribute. It's a tribute to the original album, and we
okay.
just tried. It was an experiment and something fun to do. And
At this time, because it was a pandemic, you have nothing
it
to
was
do
also the pandemic.
except to compose. But
Yeah, and it was also a good excuse for us to go back in the studio and
yeah,
work new material without the pressure of a full new album
yeah,
because we
yeah,
didn't feel ready for a full new album. So we say, why don't we try and we see how it comes and whatever. Some people is gonna love it, some people is gonna hate it, as always when you touch something
yeah, yeah,
so important. But for us, it was more about tributing the original with some special thing, from I think it's not something we're gonna do all the time. It's just
yeah,
something special we have done for that special release of
yeah.
Comalies.
Okay. And since at this occasion, did you have contact with older guys, team of the band, Pizza guitarist, for example? No. Uh,
But yeah, 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 sure, sure. Yes, yes. We're in touch with all the old guys. Pizza is
okay.
living in the United States
Okay. Okay.
for many years now, and he comes every time we play in Minneapolis. He's coming out to the show. He's coming actually in next May when we're gonna be there
Okay.
with Machine Head
Ah.
Flames. He's gonna come to the show.
Okay.
He already
Awesome. Okay.
and Mouse as well. We're in touch with Mouse, the other guitar
Yeah.
player. He
Yeah.
lives in
Yeah.
Milan, and we talk about football and other stuff. And,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Mark. Yeah. Yeah. I remember. Yeah.
Cristiano, the drummer, Chris,
Yeah.
he's doing our website. He's still
Ah.
doing our website,
Okay.
and he
Okay.
lives. He moved in the countryside, and he opened an agency that works websites and stuff like that.
Okay.
So
Okay. You still live in Milano? Okay, okay, okay. So, okay. And are you plan to re-record maybe Karma Code? Because maybe it will be this album if I have to re-record it to make a choice. Karma Code.
No, I don't think we're gonna do it again. We've
No.
done it for Comalies as a special thing, and we
Yeah.
will do something special to celebrate also the
Yeah.
20th anniversary
Yeah.
of
Okay.
Carnival, but
Yeah.
not a new
Not every
recording.
album. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Different idea.
Okay, let's speak about the new album, Sleepless Empire. So after the 10th really new album, after 10th studio album, if we don't include the Comalies, and after Black Anima. So, alors, Sleepless Empire, the main topic, I know you already talk that about in the press already, but I'm a bit late like that. But is it about connectivity, intense connectivity of especially of young people, but me too, you too, on mobile phone, on tabloid and screen all the day. Is it about that or not?
It's
Not
an
really.
observation about society, about how the
Okay.
society has changed in the switch from the analog society where we come from
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
generation
Right.
to the digital world where the new generation are from, and the way that a lot of people, even if it's always connected, is always online, is always watching a screen, sometimes it still feels very disconnected in the real life. So this is the
Yeah,
basic
yeah,
observation we started from, and the fact that on social media, you always portray a character where you only eat the great food, you only get the best dress, the best
uh,
look, you never look bad, you
right.
never look
The
out of
fashion.
shape.
Uh,
And in reality, it's very different, you know. So we're analyzing the balance
yeah.
between how life has changed with the social media and how we live in
Yeah.
everyday life, you know.
Yeah, especially on the social networks, there's a lot of impacts of young people, teenagers, but of us, because if we are parents or grandparents, if we are always on the mobile phone, the baby will be the same thing later,
Yeah, that's
sadly.
why we say it's an observation because
Yeah,
we are also doing this. We're also
yeah,
on social media
yeah,
for work, but also for passion, and you will
yeah,
always scroll videos
yeah,
and then what's left after all this time scrolling? You know, not much, you
yeah,
know. A little bit. Sometimes you find some great
yeah.
things, but very often you
Yeah.
find you
You
wasted half an hour, you
you
know.
you put an alarm personally. You put an alarm, a reminder on your mobile phone to not don't to limit your time personally on no.
No, I try to just don't do it. I try to regulate
Yeah.
myself. Sometimes I do great, sometimes I do wrong, you know.
And
But
sometimes you are late. You don't check mail or your people you check don't you don't hang the
it's
phone.
in our nature to be
Yeah,
curious about things, you
yeah,
know, about other people's
yeah.
life and
But not to
different.
be dependent to be addictive, addict.
Yeah, we're trying to avoid that. You know,
Yeah,
we're using it, sometimes abusing, but most of
yeah.
the time try to have a balance of how we use it, how much we enjoy normal things, go out and do something
Yeah,
in real
yeah.
life.
And during the show, live, because you're live band, during the show, you have no problem with the mobile phone. People who make a photo with flash. I tried not to personally put the flash, but why you don't care? You don't care if people record, don't look with their mobile phone, but not the show. Profit of the show
I don't think
live.
it's a problem. I think it's always a matter of using a common sense. You know, if you're filming your favorite song and you put it online, it's fine, but you don't need to film the entire
Yeah,
show because you're gonna end up with all this video on your phone that you're never gonna watch again, you know.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's just a matter of being sensible and use it without abuse it. You know, it's
Oh,
the problem we have nowadays with technology.
yeah, yeah.
Technology, artificial intelligence, all these things it's not good, it's not
Yeah,
bad. You know, it's the
yeah,
way you use it that makes the difference, you know. So
yeah,
if you use it with moderation, there's nothing wrong. I'm not
yeah,
gonna
yeah. Yeah.
censor anybody. I don't like censorship, so I'm not gonna
Censorship.
forbid people to come with a phone or film the show. But they need to learn
Yeah.
themselves to be sensible and to do it, but not do it all the time, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. And so Sleepless Empire is an you can say it's a conceptual album. You write it, you write the lyrics, and Christina like
Yes,
as
yes.
a
Me and
conceptual album.
Christine. Me and Christina, we write all the lyrics. But obviously, this is like just a common theme, and then
Okay.
every song has its own meaning. You know, it starts from personal feelings, and then we write it in a way that
Yeah.
everybody can sort of gasp into it. But it's like a movie. You know, you have a story, but then you have also different characters
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
movie, and the songs are the different characters.
Okay, okay. And it's Marco, who always the bass player who compose main of the music and the riffs in general since a long time behind
Yes, yes.
the behind the
He's
because he
also recorded all the
yeah
guitars, everything. Has been
keyboards
doing
keyboards keyboards.
keyboards,
Okay.
guitars, bass, all this stuff. Yeah.
And
And
you sometimes you can bring some ideas of melodies of riffs, or
yeah,
you don't play
yeah.
guitar at all, you personally.
No, no, we bring also ideas, but obviously he's the one that has a lot of experience as sort of the internal producer of the band, so he know how to transform
Yeah,
everything to a Lacuna Coil song, you know.
yeah,
But mostly is the three of us, me, Marco, and Cristina. We write all the
yeah,
records, we write all the
yeah,
lyrics, and then we give the song to the drummer, and he makes his own style of playing the arrangements.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then also we have a new guy that is helping with guitar, so he recorded some of the guitar solos and he's
Okay.
playing live with us. But he is in trial. We're still trying him to see if he can be the new guitar player.
Okay, okay. Alors, so this album is I find it very, very heavy. Maybe it's more the heavier album and darker, maybe. And I find it like as a good synthesis for people who don't know you. It's a good synthesis to know where do you come from and the evolution of the your evolution on the sound, especially today with more modern sound and but very heavy and especially in your goals because you improve, you practice a lot, you have progressed a lot from your goals at the beginning, early beginning, 1997, 1999. The first time I saw you live, it was in Paris, as first part of Theater Tragedy in Paris. I was there,
Okay.
you work a lot, your goals, especially in this
Yeah, yeah.
new record.
I think our music got a little bit more extreme since Delirium, since the
Yeah,
album Delirium
yeah,
got heavy, heavy, not extreme, but heavy.
no,
And because we changed the musicians also in the band, so there's different techniques, different capabilities. So Marco felt more free to go even on a heavier direction. But I think overall music, especially heavy music, is going heavy, really heavy in the
that's
recent years,
that's
with
right.
many bands.
Yeah,
So it is sort of a natural
natural.
evolution of music. But we using more growl vocals on the recent record, more rhythmical patterns. We
Yeah,
separate more the way Christina sing from the way I sing.
yeah,
While in the past there was more, maybe more connecting in a different way. Now we more give something different to the song.
very
And this
different.
is because the music is gone more like that,
Yeah,
so it fits better with more rhythmical pattern and
yeah,
more part and then more melodic part from Christina.
yeah,
With that said, maybe in the future it might be that we go back also to some more clean vocals as well. Maybe not
yeah,
as much before, but there
yeah,
will be some songs where it makes sense to get more clean
yeah,
voice. But we don't know. We just follow the inspiration of the
yeah.
music at the
Okay, yeah. There was a rage maybe and a dark feeling to express after this pandemic and know through a lot, etc., and to come back. I think on Sleepless Empire, maybe it was the goal to
yeah,
and
yeah, maybe
and
so,
live
yeah.
and to
We're
express.
living in more very unstable, uncertain times in our
Yeah,
society.
sadly.
And that reflects also, if you are an artist, that reflects also in what you create. If you
Yeah,
go, society is more extreme than ever. It's more unsure. Many things come back that we never expect to come back, like a pandemic or the
yeah,
war.
yeah,
So the society has changed.
yeah,
And we reflect also the society as artists. We
yeah.
reflect these
Yeah,
changes
of
as
course,
well.
of course. I have a question about the song with Randy Blight. In the meantime, why didn't you record it not before in the past? Because it takes a long time. You could do because you tour in America. You are friends with Randy Blight from Lambert Road. Why more? Why didn't you it before sooner?
Yeah, because before we never thought about putting guest vocalists. We only had
That
some guests
it's
like
rare.
lead stars. Like we had in Delirium, we had Miles Kennedy from
It's
Alter Bridge playing
yeah,
guitar. We
awesome.
had Mark from Nothing More playing guitar. So, but we never had singers in the band, guest singers.
That's yeah,
So
yeah,
we decided to try a couple. We didn't want to put too many because we already have two singers in the band.
Yeah.
And
Right.
we
Yeah.
tried, the first name was Randy because he's a longtime friend and
Yeah.
we know each other forever. We're good friends. We're fans of Lamb of God. He's fan of Lacuna Coil.
Yeah.
So we gave him a couple of different songs options, and he chose the Hosting the Shadow to sing, and he did a great job right away. He was enthusiastic about the song, so we just uh, decided, yeah, that's perfect. Let's keep it. And then we did the same with Ash Costello
Yeah.
from New York
Yeah. For
Day
New Year's Day. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
in the meantime. And we didn't know her personally, we just know her through internet. And we asked her because we were looking for a voice that was more a rock voice,
Yeah.
not not too clean, not too operatic. And so we
Yeah.
we tried her and she worked perfectly. And so she was super happy about doing the song. And then we toured together also in America and we did the song live at
Okay.
festivals and in the tour as well. So it was
Okay.
just the perfect timing and the perfect
Yeah.
style of singer that we wanted for that song.
Okay. You could ask also Tom Araya from Slayer. He's free. He's more free. For example. For example.
Yeah, why not? Maybe next record, maybe.
Next,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
be
yeah,
great.
yeah, because he profits. It just to run, no, just to be cool. No, because we are older, more years and years. Uh, not let's speak about the song Gravity, the video. Gravity, okay. Of course, it makes me think to the movie Gravity. You know, with Sandra Bullock, who will jump from satellite in the space. Sandra,
No, I
the,
don't know the movie actually.
Gravity, it's like Interstellar movie, you know, Interstellar,
Yeah, oh, yeah,
but
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but uh, but, but there is not a lot of big story on Gravity. But visually, it was awesome. And Interstellar, it's not the same scenario, more deeper and philosophic. So tell me more about this song Gravity, because in the video we can see you both, Christina and you cross, but in the air, very in the air. I think you shot with cables in suspension
Yes.
in at the 8. So could you tell me more and what's the story? Because for me it's like a gothic version of Gravity, but of course it's a joke. But of this movie. But tell me more about that.
Yeah, it was a very hard video to shoot because probably the hardest physical, more
Ah yeah,
challenging video ever done because of the cabling and all that stuff. And the next day we were all with bruises here, like
eh,
black and white
eh,
here. And so
okay,
it was very painful, but I think the result was pretty good. And we love the fact that we are floating in this
yeah, yeah,
finite, and we never touch. We try to
yeah, yeah,
together, but we never touch until the end when we go back to the normal, and then we meet with the rest of the band, you know. So the
yeah.
the concept was that even if you are in a moment where you lose your
You
focus, you
fall,
lose your
fall
center,
down.
you still can see the light at the end. You know, you can still see
Mm,
something positive coming out, even if you feel very unbalanced. You know, it's still referring to the situation we're living as a society. All these times where we lost our sureness. You know, we lost what was granted 10 years ago. Now it's not sure anymore. So it talks about that, about the fact that how we relation with these changes,
when
how
you
we
lose hope.
overcome the difficult moment and try to
Yeah.
find stability
Ah yeah.
with being together as a unit, you know, with strength. So gaining back your stability basically is the
Why
message.
when you lose hope and when you have to stand up and about resilience a
Yeah,
bit.
exactly.
Uh,
Exactly. And you know, and all you will learn from all these challenges, you know, from all these difficult moments of not being stable anymore.
okay.
That's the overall message.
And when you shot this video for Gravity, it was a screen like me, a screen wall. You know?
No, it was
No.
we were no, I mean there's been some digital
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
post-production.
yeah. And black,
The back, I don't remember what color it was, but
black, black.
it was something similar to the, it was
Okay,
like something similar to the green screen, yeah.
okay.
But we were really really jumping, really doing, it was very painful
But
physically.
you didn't sing at the same time. You make playback at this time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Made playback, of course.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay,
And we
okay.
actually shoot a new video that is coming out in the next
I
days.
wanted to ask you for which song? No, yeah, I no, I have don't maybe
Yeah,
is
it's
it?
the song called I Wish You Were Dead.
Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. It's sad, but yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I like very much the chorus of it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, it'll be coming out next few days.
Okay,
And we
cool.
shoot it with the same director as Gravity.
Ah, yeah. Okay. with special effects.
Yeah, but it's very different kind of video. It's more like a black humor kind of video.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I remember some song make me think to the past in the Mine Patrie. Some introduction, the siege, Never Dawn. Also,
Hmm.
it's more gothic metal stuff of the earlier a bit,
Yeah, yeah, it's possible. I mean, we all we're.
but easier.
I think this record has a feet in the past and a
Yeah,
feet in the present. You know.
where you okay. So many questions. You personally, did you follow teach listen with a coach like Melissa Cross? You know who
Yeah,
help.
I know. I have her DVDs, a couple of
Okay.
her DVDs that she did, but I never met her personally.
Are
I
you
never personally. No, I try to study watching the DVDs and
are you
watching the
by
YouTube and
yourself?
stuff
Okay, with the DVD. But
by myself. But I would love to take some lessons from her. But she lives in New York, so
yeah,
I would have to
Anders
go
Frieden
there.
made it. Rob Flynn. Some singers in metalcore music. Corey Taylor in Slipknot also.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But you okay?
She's
No,
great. She's a great method.
no teacher. Okay. I wanted also more personally, did you have a side project outside Lacuna Coil? No?
No, because we never have enough time to
Time.
develop
Yeah.
it. We
Yeah.
have to find the right people to do it. We always talk about it, but we never make it because
Yeah.
it's too much energy already for Lacuna Coil and make it work. I also do a lot of the internal things of the band, like talking to the manager, talking to the agent, talking to the
Yeah.
promoters. So it's a lot of work already, even beyond touring or
Yeah.
recording, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
at the moment, we never found the time to do
I,
it.
I understand. But you could make like, becoming older. Nick Holmes, for example, never do that. Michael Sten from Dark Tranquility never do that. And now, 50, 45 years, 50 years, like me, a lot of very active side project.
Yeah, yeah, you never know. I mean, I don't say no because I'm not,
Yeah.
it's not that I don't like to do it, but I don't have the focus to do
Yeah,
it right
yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
In
yeah. You're good.
future, yes. Never say never. No. But I think with Lacuna Coil, we already kind of experiment a lot of things every record.
Yeah.
And so in the future, we might go also on different path, you know, but let's say when we're older, maybe we do some more acoustic stuff as
Ah,
well,
yeah.
singing differently. And so
Mm.
we might do it also with Lacuna Coil, you know.
Okay. Before to conclude, I wanted to know what kind of music, what music do you listen to when you are on tour, if you have time? Do you listen your own songs to rehearse, or do you listen only metal music, or not at all, rock or classical music?
I listen to everything, not only metal. I listen
Okay.
to metal, obviously. I like to listen especially to the newer bands
Okay.
because the old one I know because I've been listening to metal for all my life, so I know all the classics. And I
Yeah.
like to discover, I love when I discover a new band that I
No,
like, that I can
fresh.
get passionate about. So I try to listen to a lot of new bands. Sometimes I go on Spotify and go on a playlist and try to playlist with new bands, with
And
new releases.
you try to help some, you try to help
Yeah,
some,
yeah, if I can.
some,
Yeah, sure, sure, if I can. Yeah, especially Italian bands because it's
yeah.
easier to communicate. And but I listen to everything. I listen to I like the classic rock folk like Neil Young, Fleetwood Mac,
Ah, okay.
America, all that, acoustic rock, you know.
Jerry Cantrell, maybe guitarist from Alice in Chains. Jerry Cantrell from Alice
Ah,
in
Jerry,
Chains.
yeah, yeah, of course. I love Jerry. I know him
The
actually. I know
last
him,
one is
Jerry.
good. Okay.
Yeah, we toured with them in Australia on a
Oh, okay.
festival in Alice in Chains.
Okay, cool. Okay, wait, very rock,
So I met
folk.
him. It was a long time ago. I probably somewhere around 2010,
Okay.
like 15 years ago. I met Jerry, and I love him. Yeah, I love his stuff, and so that stuff, but also electronic stuff. I like.
Okay.
I
Uh,
listen a little bit of rap as well. Everything.
eh,
I don't. Sometimes I put jazz just to relax and to
okay.
so listen to everything.
Okay, okay, okay. Do you remember your show as support band for Theater of Tragedy in 2000? for
Yeah,
for Inner because I
yeah,
speak about
yeah,
that at the beginning. I was there. I interviewed you with Marco. We speak about football, etc. Paris, Milano.
yeah.
You were beside me and Cristina too, but more Marco at this time. You remember in Club du Noir? It's a club. It was Club du Noir in
Yeah,
Paris.
I remember that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Uh,
remember, and I've
it,
seen Leave a couple of
it,
years ago. I haven't seen her in a long time. Yeah,
it was one of your first French show, if I'm right, for Inner Reverie. I
yeah, yeah, yeah. It
I
was
have half-time promo CD dedicated. Okay. You make my transition. I'm going to conclude. With all that, you are in Italy since a lot of times. There are more extreme bands like Necrodeath, Rhapsody, but you and these bands, you bring a lot, in fact, in the metal scene in Italy. And when I speak with Italian bands, Mesa, more or less, Elven King, a lot of so many Italian bands, and of Juno, or more or less from far away or very close. You you were a link, you were a parent of that, and you open doors like Sepultura in Brazil. It's my opinion. Are you aware about this heritage, legacy? You will live one day, but you still live.
yeah, I
So
mean, we
great.
don't think about it too much because we like to live in the present a
Yeah.
lot. So we're not the kind of band that lives in the past, and we
Yes.
never really stop to analyze. But I'm sure we've been opening some doors for other bands as well, and we're friends with some of these bands like
Mhm.
Flash God Apocalypse
Yes.
or, and I mean, many, Fulci. Like there's a lot of new bands coming out of Italy as well, and so we're friends with these bands, and we like to open. I've been the ones that open a lot of doors for these bands, and it's
Yeah.
great. I mean, it's great that, but as I say, we don't think about it too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
We still feel like we want to say something new, as
Yeah.
Lacuna Coil,
Yeah.
first.
Once I have read, it makes a long time, 10, 15 years ago, I read, I don't remember which source, which paper, but Emily from Evanescence said that you and bands like Within Temptation inspire her to launch her own band, Evanescence.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Uh,
mean, it's great, because it means we've been doing something interesting, not only
and
for Italian bands, but for
yeah, yeah,
people
but yeah,
around the world. And then it's always a great recognition. Also, bands like Hailstorm, like
yeah,
Lee
yeah,
and her brother, they told me they were rehearsing with our songs. And, so it's always great to hear that you've been important for some other great artists and other
mhm,
bands, people also. I think what's
yeah,
more important as a band is the legacy you will leave.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
not,
yeah,
not so much how much money you made, how much famous you've been, but mostly what you and the people connected for
yeah.
so many years, for their life, for their
Uh,
moments in life. That's the
yeah.
greatest thing about music, about a band, being a band.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm going to let you. Now you are going to play in France, I think, this year. Firstly, I think I will see you at Motocultor Festival next
Yeah,
August. I'm ready. I'm ready.
yeah, it's gonna be our
If
first
it's
time
not,
at
yeah,
Motocultor.
if it's not me, my team will be there, but I think I will be there. And I think you have a tour in October, or I don't
Yes,
remember.
yes,
Yeah,
yes. I think
next
we have
fall,
3 shows in France,
next
and you
next
can
autumn.
go lacunacoil.com. You can find all
Of
the
course,
shows.
of course. Okay, I thank you very much. Say hello to Marco, Paris,
Will.
Paris, and to Cristina, and take care. And thank you very much. Grazie mille for this interview,
Merci.
Andrea. Very sincerely. Grazie mille.
Merci.
Ciao.
Bye.
Take
See you
care.
in France.
Bye. Yeah.